If you're anything like me, you've heard people tell you to trust your gut. And I want to give you a clear example of somebody trusting their gut, because that's what I'm doing in this video. I intentionally did not draw up a script. I didn't think about what I wanted to say. I just said, hey, today I'm going to talk about intuition. I'm going to talk about trusting your gut, trusting your instinct, and trusting your subconscious mind to give you whatever it needs to give you. So in my case, I'm trusting my mind to give me the right words right now. And you might think that's a stressful situation. If you were putting yourself in my shoes right now, you might feel like, man, that's a scary thing to do. But in the end, you're always going to trust your gut. You're always going to trust your intuition. You're going to have to. Because if you panic, guess what takes over? Your automatic instinct. But sometimes, and most times, if you're panicking, you're at war with yourself. So right now, if I felt like, I didn't really deliver what I wanted to say the way I wanted to, or I'm losing what I want to say, I'm losing my train of thought, and I start panicking, I'm going to be at war with the thing that I should be trusting. Our conscious mind, the mind that's thinking all of the thoughts that we hear all day, it wants to have control. It wants to be sure. It wants to know where we're going. So right now I know I'm going home. I'm driving home. I have a clear goal in mind. Just like I have the clear goal of making this video. But I'm speaking to you and I'm driving. I'm on autopilot in both of those things. I'm trusting the words that come into my mind from wherever they come from, and I'm trusting myself to know the way back home. I don't have navigation going. I know where I'm going. I've been here before, and I'm trusting my body and my instinct to keep me on the road, to keep me on the right path and making the right turns to get to where I want to go to. But when it comes to something that you really, really want, it becomes extremely hard to do that because of that conscious mind that wants to have the control, that wants to know exactly what's going to happen, that wants to know that it was the one that got you there. And I can go into when it's right to listen to the conscious mind, when you need to give it to the subconscious mind. I can go into that, but I just want to talk about the power of instinct and what it's done for me. Because you might not know this, but I'm a professional athlete. I'm a professional basketball player. So I'm faced with the war between my conscious and my subconscious mind every single day. I'm faced with that. Because when you're having to make split-second decisions that involve your body and moving your body and making decisions involving your body, you start to get a real feel for the difference between subconscious and conscious. I'll give the example of shooting a free throw because I know not everyone watching is a basketball person, and that's completely fine. My videos are not just for basketball players or athletes. They are for people who have struggled with perfectionism, who have been down the rabbit hole of YouTube and haven't found somebody who speaks to them in a way that lands. Everything sounds good, but when you try to apply it, it just doesn't feel like it's working. And you feel like maybe you're the exception. And I felt that way too. And I want to tell you, you're not the exception. So let me give you the example of the free throw. The common person, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but the person who's watching from the outside looking in thinks that the free throw is a very easy shot. And most elite players, if you put them in an empty gym and tell them to shoot 100 free throws, they're probably going to make upwards of 90 free throws out of 100. But if you look at the average free throw percentage in the NBA, it's nowhere near that. There are a lot of players who shoot 50%, 60%, or even less than that. And these are people who get paid to play the game of basketball. I myself have, even though I grew up being known as a great free throw shooter, I have struggled in certain seasons of my career shooting from the free throw line. Now, why is that? It's that war between the conscious and subconscious mind. My subconscious mind, and I want to call that my body in this sense, my body knows how to shoot a free throw. But my conscious mind wants to force my body to pay attention to the importance of these free throws. It thinks about, oh, if I make this, then I'll have more points. I'll have this amount of points. If I miss this, our team might not win the game. All these different factors forced my body to tense up. My conscious mind being overly active took away the power of my subconscious mind, of my body. My body knows how to make a free throw. But the trust wasn't there. So how do you develop that trust? Well, this is where it's going to take courage. You're going to have to go into the unknown. You're going to have to be okay with not knowing. And understanding that your body might need some time to learn and adjust. But it is going to learn and adjust automatically. And how is it going to learn and adjust automatically? And here I am going into what I said I wasn't going to go into, but it just fits. And like I said, my intuition is what's guiding me in this video. Your subconscious mind, my body in this case with the free throws, it knows what to adjust to because it has a clear goal. Where does the clear goal come from? It comes from the conscious mind. The conscious mind has told the body, hey, the goal is to make the free throw. And that's all the subconscious mind needs. It needs to know, hey, where are we going? Just like I told it, we're going home. And I can't even really remember the micro adjustments that I've made to stay on this road. I haven't been paying attention to my breathing while I'm talking to you. These things are happening automatically. Now, how important is breathing, right? If you stop breathing right now, guess what? You wouldn't last that long. So it is the most important thing in our lives, breathing. When that stops, your life stops. But I don't see anybody panicking in a normal situation, panicking about every breath or second guessing how to breathe. You trust yourself to continue breathing. You trust yourself to bring oxygen into your body. And that's the same thing that I had to learn at the free throw line. I had to understand, hey, conscious mind, we've shot millions of free throws probably at this point. And you know how to make a free throw. Your body knows how to do this. So your best chance at making the free throw, because you're not going to be certain that you make anything. You're not going to be certain that you take your next breath. Your best chance to make the free throw is to shoot it the way your body knows how. To trust your intuition. Just like I don't know how many people are going to see this video. But my best chance at making a video that lands with you, that you feel like, hey, this is something I might need to share with a friend. Hey, this is something that I want to comment under. Hey, this is something that I want to see more of, that I want to subscribe to, because this dude's making videos like this every single day. And yes, that is true. I'm making a YouTube video like this one, at least 10 minutes long every single day. And it's been an exercise of me trusting my intuition and letting things flow and showing myself, hey, if I trust my intuition, some pretty good stuff comes from it. That is what I had to learn. That is what I had to recognize. It's not a sure thing that this video goes viral. It's not. But every video teaches my subconscious how to maybe make it more engaging, how to maybe connect a little bit more with you. And I know after I've done this every single day for a year, I will have learned so much. And videos that then will be on autopilot, that I'll make on autopilot, yeah, I will have never been able to imagine, or I would have never been able to imagine making those videos and speaking in that way and engaging with you when I started this journey. And even prior to that, I've had so many experiences that taught my instinct and allowed me to even start this challenge. So I don't know what it is that you're second guessing. I don't know what it is where your conscious mind needs certainty. But I want you today to start listening to that little whisper. Because the conscious mind is going to be loud. The fears, the doubts, the questions, they're going to be loud. But deep down, if you let all of that settle, deep down there's going to be a voice that's telling you exactly what you need to do. And you don't need to question, hey, is this going to work? Is this going to give me the thing that I want? Is this going to be the magic pill, the quick fix? Because I'm somebody who looked for that. I spent hours at a time like this looking for that, searching for that, and I never found it. I went down every rabbit hole you could possibly go down. Obviously no one has, but it feels like I have. And so I want you to trust me when I say that, not as somebody who's trying to put themselves out there as some kind of guru, but just as somebody who has been down the road that you've been down and understands that you can always turn around and you can start trusting that little voice. And it doesn't mean that everything's going to go well, but when things don't go well, you're going to know, okay, this is the voice that I trusted. I didn't hold myself back. Now I can figure this out. I missed the free throw. It's okay. I trusted the thing that was going to give me the best chance to get the result that I want. Making the free throw. Making a great video. Getting home. There's no guarantee that we get home. But I'm trusting my driving skills. I'm not second guessing every single rule, law of the road, or every turn. I'm not second guessing. I'm trusting. And I'm understanding, hey, stuff can go wrong along the way, even if you trust your instinct. There's nothing that's going to guarantee a perfect result. And that's what makes life worth living. So, with that being said, I just appreciate you spending these moments with me and accepting me for who I am. I think is just a major blessing, and I'm glad to be able to spend every day talking to you. So always remember, the best is yet to come, and I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you on the next video, which you should find right here. And the option to subscribe and see the rest of my videos is right here. I'll see you wherever you choose to see me next.